10 Best Picks presents the top 10 Best Burr Grinder. Starting at number 10. BODUM BISTRO Burr Grinder. The BODUM BISTRO is available at an extremely aggressive discount, so act quickly if you want to capitalize on an outstanding bargain. The combination of black, red and glass makes for a nice change compared to the usual black and silver on display with grinders. Stainless steel conical burrs smash up your beans without the heat or friction that can impair the taste. A push-button timer simplifies operation wonderfully. You might find the 12 grind settings slightly lacking, but you'll still have the flexibility you need for a variety of brewing methods and grind consistencies. Borosilicate glass is safe to pop in the dishwasher, so you won't be troubled with any messy cleanup. This glass also resists static building up, so you won't end up with fine coffee grounds smeared all over your grinder. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. CUISINART DBM8 Supreme Grind. If you're looking for a cheap burr grinder that doesn't stiff you on the performance front, the CUISINART Supreme is well worth your further investigation. You won't find a comparable grinder at this price point. 18 grind settings allows you all the freedom you need to match the consistency of your grind to your preferred brewing method. Tweaking the settings is a cakewalk, even if you've never used a grinder before. Auto shut-off immediately powers your grinder down once your desired consistency is reached. The stainless steel chassis gives a far more robust and elegant design lacking in a number of much costlier grinders. Burrs are also fashioned from stainless steel, so you're getting value for money across the board. While it's still in production, this grinder has been trumped by a fresher, facelifted model. Number 8 of my list. CAPRESSO 565.05 Infinity Conical. The versatile CAPRESSO Infinity Conical Burr Grinder is one of the most effective grinders in its class. The motor is designed to power away without creating too much noise or static. If you worry about waking everyone else in the house up when you make your morning coffee, you're in safe hands with the Infinity. 16 settings could perhaps be improved, but you'll still get everything you need, whether that's a fine powder for your Turkish coffee or a much coarser blend for the French press. The pro-grade conical burrs deliver a precise grind, and they're built to stay the distance. If you want a heavyweight grinder without taking out a bank loan, the CAPRESSO Infinity deserves a place on any shortlist of the best burr grinders. Check one out and you're highly unlikely to be disappointed. Coming at number 7. Baratza FORTE BG. Everyone has different needs when it comes to coffee grinders. After the delicacy of a manual model, we'll push on next with this hard-hitting commercial gem from Baratza. Perhaps you've got a small coffee shop, or maybe you've got a large family with everyone greedy for coffee. Either way, you'll need a grinder that's cut out for heavy and ongoing use. The FORTE BG is exactly that grinder. You can grind up to 5 pounds a day, which is more than enough for most purposes. The scale on board lets you weigh out your beans rather than relying on the inaccurate method of measuring by volume. There's also an onboard timer, so you have literally everything you require save the coffee beans. At number 6. OXO Brew Conical Burr. OXO produce a slim range of design-driven accessories so you can get your coffee started in fine style. You'll struggle to get the tastiest cup of joe if you buy pre-ground, so why not go the extra mile and treat yourself to a conical burr grinder? If your buying decision is motivated by the greatest number of grind settings, this is not the appliance for you. If, on the other hand, you're content with a more modest choice, you'll have all the consistencies you need covered from espresso through to pour over, cold brew and French press. You'll be able to blitz up enough beans for 12 cups of coffee, so this makes a great grinder for a large family, with everyone eager for coffee in the mornings. The hopper holds up to 3/4 pound of your favorite coffee beans, so you won't need to constantly top it up. The only drawback with this model is the fact it can clog up rather easily. Take care not to overload it to reduce the chance of this happening. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Porlex Mini Stainless. Whether you're a coffee purist and you insist on getting fully involved, or you want a portable grinder that's also super quiet in use, Porlex produce one of the finest manual grinders on the market. You should be aware before committing to purchase that you'll need to exert a little effort with the Porlex, but the results will be worthwhile. Don't get us wrong, we're not talking about a heavy workout here, but you will need to twist the handle and do the hard yards physically. The ceramic conical burrs give you the freedom to grind up the full spectrum of consistencies. Whether you fancy some fine grinds for your morning espresso or a batch of coarsely ground beans for your French press, the Porlex allows you to consistently execute. In return for such a capable ally in your coffee arsenal, the price is surprisingly reasonable. Coming in at number 4 of my list. Baratza Virtuoso Plus Conical. After lengthy consideration, we nominated the Baratza Virtuoso Plus as the best conical burr grinder for home grinding. For anyone with a generous budget and a desire for a first-class grinder built to stay the distance, you really can't go wrong with this beast. If there's any area where the Baratza underperforms, we have to say the design could be improved. Despite its mid-range price tag, the Virtuoso Plus actually looks quite cheap. If you get beyond the questionable looks, though, this grinder delivers where it counts. The only serious drawback with the Baratza aside from the looks is the mess you'll create when using it. As long as you're not precious about your kitchen and you don't object to a bit of a cleanup, you'll be delighted you invested in this powerful unit. At number 3. Rancilio HSD-ROC South Dakota Rocky. The Rancilio Rocky Espresso Grinder bridges the gap between commercial and residential grinders in a squat, powerful form factor. The burrs are rugged and built to withstand some serious punishments. These are 50mm blades commonly seen in commercial grinders, but you won't need to spend a fortune to acquire them. Run by a 166-watt motor, you'll get all the direct drive power you need to smash up your beans, so they're perfectly prepared for your morning caffeine fix. From fine grinds for a shot of espresso to a coarse mixture for your beloved French press, the Rocky has your back across the board. While we'd usually dismiss such claims as hollow marketing hype, the Rocky makes a smart companion to the Rancilio Silvia espresso machine. We can't stress too many times the importance of grinding your own beans. Unless you have a super automatic machine giving you bean-to-cup convenience, this means investing in a third-party grinder. If you're not averse to spending a little money, you'll struggle to find a stronger machine for your kitchen at home. Nearing the top of my list. At number 2. Breville BCG 820 BSSXL. If the 40 settings offered by Baratza isn't quite enough, Breville comes through with a full 60 grind settings to choose from on the enduringly popular Smart Grinder Pro. If you're looking for beans ground finely for espresso, the Breville is our standout pick. While this is a bulkier unit, the Smart Grinder Pro is still quite narrow, so you should be able to house it even on a busy kitchen counter. If you make a lot of coffee to a high standard, you'll understand the importance of timing both your brew and grinding. You'll also understand how easy it is for your kitchen to become overrun with appliances. The timer baked into this grinder allows you to adjust the time you grind in 0.2-second increments. You'll be able to store up to 18 ounces of beans in the hopper. This locks into place for your peace of mind. And number 1. Baratza Encore Conical Burr. Our overall winner from this bumper selection of grinders comes from Specialist Baratza, and it's priced competitively, so you won't need to dig too deep. 40 grind settings makes certain you're covered whether you like espresso and need a fine grind, or you're a committed French press fan looking for a coarse grind. The only area where the Encore struggles is when it comes to the ultra-fine consistency Turkish coffee calls for. If you frequently drink your short shots this way, you might want to rethink your decision. For all other types of grind, the Baratza excels. This grinder isn't much to look at and appears quite cheap with a lot of plastic on display. Inside, where it counts, you'll get all the power you need along with absolute precision, so you can dial in the brewing variables with ease. Commercial-grade conical burrs give you impressive consistency. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.